Hi, David here, CEO and founder of the Freedom Founders Mastermind community. Today I'm going to beat a very dead horse. Live below your means, way, way below. You can get on a treadmill where, as you make more money, as you earn more income, as you become more proficient, more valuable in the marketplace to whatever you do, your lifestyle is going to ratchet up. It's just a normal part of life. And I'm telling you, that's the worst thing you can do. I don't mean live like a pauper. I don't mean not take vacations. I don't mean live in austerity mode like a student. No, no, no. I'm just saying that the best thing you could do is reduce the expectations that you put on yourself, that society puts on you, that your industry, your peer group puts on you, that to be successful, you have to be living a certain way. Big, big mistake. How do I know? Well, I'm in my seventh decade of life, and I have the opportunity not only to look at my own life in retrospect and what I did, but how many others have missed the mark, have not been really financially understanding what their money could be doing for them. Instead of taking all the money they earn and putting that to investments that would actually produce income for them to give them the opportunity to step away, they just ratchet up the lifestyle because that's all we know. And then there's Wall Street just telling us, well, hey, don't worry about it. Just give your money to us. We'll take care of it for you. We'll create the retirement accounts, the tax deferred vehicles. It'll all be fine. It'll all be good. And we get indoctrinated with that message and we believe it until we get down the road. And I get the calls, unfortunately, from those who have worked really hard, done a great job with their life and their practices, their business, their families, but they're getting in their 50s and their 60s and some approaching 70 and not knowing how to get off the treadmill because they did not plan ahead. They didn't have a good plan. Oh, maybe they had a financial advisor. They had that 401k, but that wasn't the plan. That was just something, a figment of their imagination they were told was going to take care of it for them. Look, you're all intelligent people. You've been told a myth, a lie, propaganda that you can't learn to manage your own money. Yes, you can. And I found early in life, before I became a licensed dentist, that by understanding how money could work for me, and I just chose real estate. Real estate was a vehicle that made all the sense in the world to me, and I've proven it true in my own life. I was able to escape the chair, leave my dental practice some 20 years ago in my 40s when my daughter was very sick. I had the capacity to do that because I built a plan B, not in the 401k, not in that lockbox, because if all my money was in that 401k, in my 40s, I couldn't touch it. Can't touch it till you're 59 and a half. I tell people over and over again, when you're younger in life, don't get sucked into putting your money in a 401k. Now, if you're going to do nothing else in life, then that's maybe your disciplined plan. But if you want to be on the frontier of creating your own life and having the freedoms earlier in life, not waiting until that mystical retirement age, you've got to take control of it. You've got to do that with your family, with your partner, with your significant other. You've got to make these plans together. It sounds like something that's in a fairy tale book, but I'm telling you, I've seen it over and over again with the doctors that I'm privileged to work with and how we get the couples talking about their lives and what really has meaning and the changes they start to make. I don't mean little small changes. I mean transformational changes in how they look at life and their families and making memories today. Making memories does not have to cost a lot of money. You don't have to take some big extravagant cruises around the world or fly off to across the Atlantic to have these memories. Every dollar you save is a real dollar. Every dollar you have to earn with your active income, it's 60 cents after everybody gets their hands on it. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't aspire to create more value in what you do, but take that value in the extra income you make instead of spending it on your lifestyle. Learn how to put it into assets that actually will build momentum, will be there for you as you go along the way, and you can start to take your foot off the pedal a little bit, way before 65, way before 55, if you care to do so. We're doing it right now with docs in our tribe that are in their late 30s and 40s and hitting that free for life moment at an early age. And now they love their life. They spend time with their families, their kids, and they're still involved in their businesses and practices, but at a completely different level of what they want to do, how they want to do it. The pressure is off, but you've got to reduce the expectations that you've allowed other people put on you. Don't live your life by other people's agendas, and you will live a much freer life. I promise you that. It's your freedom. You've got to stay focused on it.